Caught on camera, a man opens fire on armed robbers who confronted him in his driveway. Why that homeowner says he's not relying on the police to catch the bad guys. And winning big. Hear about two men's lottery luck and how one of them made history in the process. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, the death of a Jewish man is under investigation after he died from an injury he got during a rally involving pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian supporters. There were two demonstrations happening simultaneously at Thousand Oaks Boulevard and Westlake Boulevard Sunday. 69-year-old Paul Kessler was injured in some kind of confrontation. The sheriff's office says he hit his head on the ground when he fell backwards, and he died Monday.
Paul Kessler is his name, and he was a good man. Zichron Livracha. He was a very good man. His memory will be a blessing.
He loves Israel, he's proud of being a Jew, and he went just to wave his flag.
Investigators say Kessler was apparently recording video on his cell phone when the confrontation took place. They are working through protocols to have the phone unlocked. The Council on American Islamic Relations joined Jewish faith leaders in urging people not to jump to conclusions, saying in a statement, "We are deeply saddened by this tragic and shocking loss. We join local Jewish leaders in calling on all individuals to refrain from jumping to conclusions, sensationalizing such a tragedy for political gains, or spreading rumors that could unnecessarily escalate tensions that are already at an all-time high." In Mid-City, a homeowner pulled a gun and defended himself against armed robbers in his driveway. Surveillance cameras captured the scene when the man was ambushed right at his front door Saturday. The homeowner, who says he has a concealed carry license, fired several shots as the intruders ran off. The man didn't want to be identified because he's still in fear of his life and his family's safety, but he shared his story.
I had to take matters in my own hand. Hire a private investigation team to go after to try to be able to pull the evidence together, because the LAPD is short-handed. And just to make this clear for everybody else out there, there's nothing in my house worth dying over to come in here and try to get. I am willing to die for my family, and I'm willing to kill for my family, but I will take matters in my own hands. I have, and I will continue to do so.
The two intruders ran off to a waiting getaway car. LAPD says they opened an investigation, but they've made no arrest. The Hollywood Actors Union has responded to the studio's, quote, last, best, and final offer. The union released a statement Monday night that reads in part, "There are several essential items on which we still do not have an agreement, including AI." The studios put forth the last, best, and final offer over the weekend. Top executives made clear that they would not make further concessions. But Deadline reports that more negotiations are in the works. Comcast, the corporation that owns our parent company, NBC Universal, is represented by the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Some employees of the NBC News Group are represented by SAG-AFTRA. All right, meteorologist Belinda Leon is here and tracking the return of Santa Ana winds.
Hi everyone, your forecast on Tuesday will be cloudy, a deep marine layer, areas of sprinkles. Temperatures will be cooler, mostly in the 70s and below normal. And then we get to the middle of the week. That's when Santa Ana winds are expected to return and fire danger will increase. As of now, we have a fire weather watch that's been issued for the LA and Ventura County mountains starting at noon on Wednesday, lasting all the way through Thursday afternoon. There's a potential that those Santa Ana wind-prone spots could see gusts between 50 to 60 miles per hour, with humidity lowering into the single digits and teens. So this will be important for the middle of the week. Be careful with any fire sources, because if any fires were to start, they could quickly spread. Now the winds weaken as we head into the weekend. Look at this. The temperatures are expected to be in the 70s for the second half of the week and the 80s for Saturday and Sunday.
The FBI is looking for a missing Monterey Park woman who disappeared in Guatemala. 29-year-old Nancy Ng was there for a yoga retreat. Just a few days into her trip, her father says he received a strange phone call from the retreat center saying something happened to Nancy and she was missing. It's been more than 18 days since her family has heard from her.
We don't really know exactly what happened. The witnesses that were able to see what happened have not been extremely communicative.
We want the truth. We want to understand what happened.
Her family is now raising money through a GoFundMe to pay for private search efforts. A large fire burned the former Tustin Air Base Tuesday morning. If you're familiar with this area, it's right off Jamboree Road near the 55 freeway. You can actually see the huge flames coming from the large hangar there. And this is video showing part of that hangar already collapsed. A large wedge is missing from what appears to be both sides of the hangar. Firefighters say there was no water source nearby, so they had to truck in water. And they used water dropping helicopters to help knock down the flames because the fire was so big. All Metrolink trains across Southern California will be closed for maintenance and repairs from December 26th through December 29th. So lines between Ventura, LA, Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties will be affected during that time. We spoke to a rider who says their holiday travel plans will also be affected.
It affects us because it's very convenient to take the train, and a lot of people like me, my dad, my family, we take the train up to Lancaster, and we take it to work, and yeah, it's very inconvenient.
Regular service resumes on the 30th, just before the New Year's Eve celebrations begin. Well, many people are looking for ways to help those affected by the Israel-Hamas war, but how can you just make sure that your donations are reaching the right hands? PJ Randawa from NBC Chicago reports.
The images from Israel and Gaza have prompted many around the world to open their wallets and hearts, hoping to send some relief. But as generous intentions grow, so does the potential for scams.
There's a lot of information that goes on, specifically on social media, and scammers know that this situation is happening, so they take advantage by setting up fake websites, fake charities.
Cynthia Levin with the Better Business Bureau recommends using give.org to check if a charity is real. And if you're still unsure, the Federal Trade Commission suggests turning to other trusted sources, including Charity Navigator, Charity Watch, and Candid. For additional peace of mind, you can Google the charity's name along with terms like complaint, review, rating, or scam. But donating isn't just about where you give, but how you give.
One of the warning signs is just when people ask for a donation and put any Cash App or any peer-to-peer app, whether it's Zelle, Venmo, and it's money that gets directly to them.
Watch out for requests for gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrencies. For those wanting to send physical goods,
for local organizations, maybe temples or religious institutions that can really streamline those types of donations if that's what you really would like to do.
And remember, while crowdfunding campaigns have become a popular way to raise money, they come with their own set of risks.
Because a lot of times there's a lot of funding efforts for the same thing. So you have to make sure that it says that it's the official one for a specific case. If you're not sure, you can also contact the crowdsourcing page because they do a great job at shutting down fake efforts when it comes to raising money.
The LA Zoo has a new resident. It's a cutie pie. Check out this baby giraffe. He just made his public debut. Now, he doesn't have a name just yet, but he's a big baby weighing 174 pounds and standing 6 feet 4 inches tall. I'm a little jealous of that height. Zoo officials say he was walking and nursing within 90 minutes of his birth. I say let's name him Sunshine. Another honor for the El Segundo Little League World Series champs. They are going to be in the Rose Parade. This is very exciting. So let's show you what the float will look like. It's sponsored by DirecTV. You can see the trophy up there and their World Series title. I love it. All 12 members of the team and their 3 coaches will be on the float on January 1st when it makes its way along Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena. An honor well deserved. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the holiday movie Love Actually, and there's some big news for fans. It's coming back to theaters with a bit of a makeover.
If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that Love Actually is all around.
This movie has so many stars: Emma Thompson, Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, and more. And now the movie has been upgraded with a 4K edition. This is the new trailer for it. It'll be in theaters next month, and it'll be available for at-home viewing in just 2 weeks. The streaming version will have a 30-minute bonus with the cast reminiscing about their favorite memories making the movie. Very nice. From the turkey to the trimmings to the table, she's the go-to person for Thanksgiving guidance, Martha Stewart. And this year, you can actually ask her for advice directly. So the lifestyle mogul is offering 2 guests a stay at her farm in Bedford, New York. This is pretty cool. So the listing is through booking.com. Guests can make their reservation on a first-come, first-served basis starting next Thursday, the 16th. The actual visit will be from November 18th to the 19th. Now, those who nab the booking will stay in Stewart's tenant house, have brunch prepared by a culinary master, and get a tour of the grounds. There will also be a crash course in Thanksgiving prep. I feel like I need that crash course. And you'll leave with signed copies of Stewart's cookbooks and other Thanksgiving goodies. The stay will cost $11.23, a nod to the holiday. Not bad at all. 2 men in Orange County just won big. No lucky numbers involved. They actually hit the jackpot on scratch-off lottery tickets. Paul Reyes Ariota joins the list of players to win the largest cash prize the California Lottery has ever paid out for a scratcher's win. He won the top prize playing the Set for Life Scratchers ticket, a whopping $20 million. Big A liquor store in Anaheim will get $100,000 for just selling the winning ticket. Congratulations. And then another man says his lottery superstitions finally paid off in the form of a $5 million prize. Daniel Peramaki calls himself the king of the $20 scratchers, but he says he never won anything this big. He says he always tries to buy ticket numbers 7, 8, or 9 of newly opened packs of scratchers. Well, it turns out lucky number 7 was the winning ticket. Okay, now I'm going to have to try that method. It obviously works, right? You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays, 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.